who was supposed to be working for Justin Baldoni, Leslie Sloan, who's another PR agent who will be part of this lawsuit. That was Blake Lively's. Blake Lively will be sued, and
Y'all, this drama is messier than a Real Housewives reunion with an open bar. It ends with Us stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are locked in a scorched earth feud, and now Taylor Swift's name just got dragged into the mix. Oh, and did I mention there's a fresh $7 million lawsuit in the pile? Things are getting wild, with Justin's legal team throwing major shade at Blake, calling her a liar just 48 hours after she sued him for harassment and misconduct. And in true Hollywood fashion, Justin is now clapping back with receipts. He's dropping text messages, behind-the-scenes footage, and leaked conversations. And trust me, y'all, it's not looking good for Blake. So what's really going on here? Let's unpack this mess. Okay, so here's the tea. This drama didn't just happen overnight. It's been brewing behind the scenes for months, and now it's exploding into a full-blown legal war. It all started when Justin Baldoni and his team at Wayfair Studios sued the New York Times, yes, the NYT, for what they're calling blatant media bias and deliberate narrative manipulation. Translation? They're basically saying the Times teamed up with Blake Lively's PR squad to frame Justin as the villain.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion. Megan, wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit.
Justin's lawsuit claims that before the Times even published their bombshell article, which painted him as controlling, manipulative, and downright creepy, his legal team warned them that Blake's allegations were false. They even say they handed over counter evidence to debunk her claims, but did the Times listen? Nope. Instead, they allegedly ran with Blake's side of the story, ignoring key details that might have made her claims look suspicious. And here's the kicker. The lawsuit alleges that the New York Times actually pushed the article live 2 hours early before Justin's team could issue a response. Coincidence? Justice Camp doesn't think so. According to them, this was a calculated PR ambush designed to make sure Blake's version dominated the headlines before they even had a chance to react. Now, that was just round one, the media war. But round two, that's where it gets personal, because after suing the New York Times, Justin went straight for Blake. And not just Blake, but her husband, Ryan Reynolds, too. And y'all, this isn't just a he said, she said situation. This is Game of Thrones levels of backstabbing, power moves, and some potentially faked receipts. Here's what both sides are saying. Justice team claims Blake manipulated text messages to make him look like a villain. They say she cherry-picked conversations, removed key context, and even edited out emojis and sarcasm to make neutral messages seem sinister. Blake's team, on the other hand, is insisting that Justin used his Hollywood connections to silence her and sabotage her reputation. They claim he orchestrated a smear campaign through backdoor industry deals, feeding the press negative stories to turn the public against her.
You know what? I'm not really sure, whether it's going to go to trial or not go to trial, but I just know one thing, Justin.
So who's actually telling the truth? Because if Justin's team is right, this means Blake deliberately altered evidence to destroy his reputation. But if Blake's team is right, then Justin was weaponizing the media to cover his tracks. Either way, someone is playing dirty and the receipts are about to come out. But wait, there's more. As if things weren't already chaotic enough, Justin then dropped the real bombshell, a $400 million lawsuit against Blake. Now, this isn't just a lawsuit about bad press. Justin is accusing Blake of deliberately sabotaging his career, his reputation, and his film. He claims she used her Hollywood influence to push him out of his own movie, despite the fact that he was the director. According to Justin's legal filing, Blake, who initially came on board as just an actress, slowly took control of the entire production. And it gets even messier because apparently Ryan Reynolds was right there with her, helping to rewrite scenes, make script changes, and shift the narrative behind the scenes. At one point, Justin even claims he was completely locked out of editing his own movie, while Blake and Ryan made final decisions without him. How does that even happen? So now the question is, was Blake truly the victim in this situation?
To try and destroy Justin. There's a number of different defendants here. Stephanie Jones will be all over this complaint. That is the PR agent.
Or did she and Ryan completely hijack Justin's film while simultaneously running a PR campaign to ruin his reputation? The answer, well, that depends on who you believe. And trust me, the next round of receipts is about to get even more shocking. Here's where it gets juicy. Blake claimed that Justin and his team were spreading negative stories about her, but Justin's squad fired back with text messages that tell a very different story. The drama unfolded in layers. Allegedly, Blake's publicist was actively planting glowing stories to boost her image, while Justin's team was in full panic mode trying to fight back. In one leaked conversation, Justin straight up asks his PR team,
"You are going to depose Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, who else?"
Anyone that can provide evidence in this case is going to be.
That's
for
Taylor
sure.
Swift. She was there.
She was there for that meeting.
Okay.
how do we prove this isn't true? This is making us look terrible. But that was just the beginning. A series of screenshots show Blake's team allegedly coordinating with friendly media outlets. One insider close to Justin claimed they had evidence of Blake's publicist pitching at least 5 different exclusive stories that painted her in a sympathetic light while subtly throwing shade at Justin's camp. Meanwhile, Blake shared what appeared to be a smoking gun, a text where someone reacted to a headline about her with, "Wow, you really outdid yourself with this one. Sounds shady, right?" Well, Justin's team quickly countered by revealing the full exchange. According to them, Blake removed several key emojis, including a crying face and a broken heart, which completely altered the message's meaning from sympathy to sarcasm. Basically, they're saying she pulled a classic receipts, but make it misleading move. The plot thickened with the Perez Hilton bombshell. A leaked screenshot showed Justin in crisis mode after Perez posted a TikTok suggesting someone from Justin's circle was orchestrating the negative press about Blake. Justin's panicked message read, "This isn't us, right?" His publicist's response was swift and unequivocal. "Absolutely not. None of us would do that." The team then shared additional messages showing them actively discouraging anyone from speaking negatively about Blake to the press. Even as her camp allegedly continued to push their narrative, industry insiders began taking sides. Several prominent entertainment journalists came forward sharing their own experiences of being pitched stories from both camps. One veteran reporter claimed they had received unusually aggressive pitches from Blake's team, while another suggested both sides were equally guilty of trying to control the narrative.
He's a great guy. I wish this was more about him and less about negativity, frankly.
So was there really a smear campaign against Blake, or was it all just bad PR gone worse? The text messages seemed to tell conflicting stories, with each side presenting their own carefully curated version of events. As one crisis management expert noted, in the age of screenshots and receipts, the truth often lies somewhere in the unshared messages. The real question became not just about who was spreading what stories, but about how modern celebrity feuds play out in an era where every text message can become ammunition and contexts can be crafted with the simple deletion of an emoji. Now, Blake's lawsuit wasn't just about bad press. She claimed Justin and his team harassed her, including barging into her trailer while she was changing or breastfeeding. But the evidence that emerged painted a more complicated picture. The trailer accusations became a major point of contention when Justin's team hit back with more leaks text.
I told them that I wasn't in the best place. I told them that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself time to recover.
This time from Blake herself. In one message from early 2024, she literally invites Justin over, writing, "I'm just pumping in my trailer if you want to work on our lines." And Justin's response, "Copy, just grabbing a bite with the crew. Be right there." But that wasn't all. Multiple crew members came forward with their own screenshots, showing a pattern of casual trailer invitations. One production assistant shared a group chat where Blake specifically requested Justin's presence for scene rehearsals, writing, "Door is always open for you guys. Literally, lol." So she invited him over repeatedly, but later called it harassment. Make it make sense. The situation got even more complicated with the bizarre video claim. Blake alleged that Jamie Heath, Justin's business partner, once tricked her into watching explicit content, except it was actually a video of his wife in labor. What? Jamie's response was swift and bewildered, releasing a statement explaining that he had proudly shown several cast members the video of his daughter's birth, a moment he considered sacred, during a wrap party celebration. Jamie's wife, Sarah, even stepped into the fray, sharing her own perspective. "I specifically gave Jamie permission to share our beautiful moment. To have it twisted into something inappropriate is honestly heartbreaking. Text messages from the wrap party showed multiple cast members congratulating the couple and commenting on how beautiful the video was. The plot thickened when a makeup artist who worked closely with Blake came forward with additional context.
More time to heal. I had a intense year, a lot of material success, and a lot of emotional stress.
According to her statement, Blake had actually requested to see the birth video after hearing about it from other cast members, writing in a text, "Oh my God, I heard Baby Heat's arrival was caught on camera. Can I see?" Y'all, this whole lawsuit is giving Macy group chat exposed energy, with each new revelation adding another layer of contradiction. Industry veterans pointed out how unprecedented it was to see such intimate behind-the-scenes communications made public, with one entertainment lawyer noting, "What makes this case unique is how much of the evidence is playing out in real time on social media. The situation raised serious questions about memory, perception, and how workplace dynamics can be interpreted differently in hindsight."
And how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people.
As one cast member anonymously shared, what felt completely normal and friendly during filming somehow transformed into something totally different in the lawsuit. And just when everyone thought they'd seen all the receipts, more cast members started weighing in with their own screenshots, making the whole situation feel like a cosmic mess of conflicting narratives, selective memory, and the perils of documenting every interaction through text. Now, let's talk about the real drama behind the scenes. Because Blake wasn't just an actress in this movie, she was a producer. And according to Justin, she basically took over the entire film in ways that went far beyond the usual producer role. Sources claim Blake pushed out professional editors, rewrote key scenes, and demanded final say on everything. The situation apparently got so intense that veteran editor Mark Thompson, who'd worked on 3 Oscar-winning films, quietly left the project after just 2 weeks. When asked why, he reportedly told colleagues, "I've never seen anything like this in 25 years of editing." Justin's lawsuit even alleges that Sony gave Blake so much power that he, the director, wasn't even allowed to see her edits.
It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove.
The tension reached a breaking point during post-production, with Justin sending increasingly frustrated messages to studio executives. His exact words, "So the editors and the director can't see the actress's cut? Understood." But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Internal memos revealed that Blake had installed her own editing team in a separate facility, essentially running parallel post-production. One crew member anonymously shared, "We'd finish a scene, send it up for approval, and it would come back completely different. Nobody knew who was actually making the final decision." Oh, and guess who else was rewriting the script behind the scenes? Yep, Ryan Reynolds. A cast member confirmed that Ryan personally changed multiple scenes, which is rare for an actor. Multiple sources claim Ryan attended script meetings via Zoom, offering suggestions that mysteriously became mandatory changes the next day. The script supervisor's daily report showed over 47 last-minute rewrites, with one frustrated crew member noting, "We'd get new pages every morning and they'd always come with a note saying, 'Per Blake's notes.' But hey, when you're married to the star and have Taylor Swift as a bestie, I guess Hollywood rules don't apply." The power dynamics got even more complicated when it was revealed that Blake had brought in her own cinematographer for reshoots without consulting Justin.
The idea that people think that they know you, I think because of the how intrusive media is these days, people care so much more about.
The original DP, James Martinez, later shared texts showing his confusion. "Wait, am I still the cinematographer of record? Because someone else is lighting the scenes now." Industry insiders were particularly shocked by the unprecedented level of control. One veteran producer commented anonymously, "I've worked with actor producers before, but this was different. It's like the traditional power structure was completely inverted." Documents from the production office showed that by the final month of filming, there were effectively 2 separate chains of command. The traditional studio hierarchy led by Justin and what crew members dubbed Blake's universe, a parallel structure that seemed to have the real decision-making power. Speaking of Taylor, oh, you thought this was just a Blake versus Justin thing? Think again, because Taylor Swift is now caught in the middle of what's become Hollywood's messiest power play. But Justin's lawsuit directly names Taylor, accusing Blake of using her as a power play to manipulate the situation. The documents specifically reference multiple instances where Blake allegedly leveraged Taylor's name to influence studio decisions.
It's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which one? Now I want to think of the scene.
Oh, I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
Tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing.
And now, rumors are swirling that Taylor is backing away from Blake completely. Exhibit A, the Super Bowl snub. Last year, Blake was right next to Taylor in the VIP suite cheering on the Chiefs. The two were inseparable, with viral moments of them dancing and celebrating together. But this year, nowhere to be seen. And sources say Taylor didn't even invite her, a major shift from their usual public displays of friendship. The suite, which once featured Blake prominently, was filled with different faces, including several celebrities who'd never been part of Taylor's regular game day crew before. Was this a subtle message or just bad timing? The plot thickened when paparazzi photos showed Blake in New York that weekend, just blocks from where private jets were departing for Vegas. Multiple sources confirmed she had been expecting an invitation. The situation got even more complicated when industry insiders revealed that Taylor was blindsided by Blake's legal drama and not happy about being name dropped as one of Blake's dragons, a term Blake allegedly used in text to describe her powerful friends who could burn down anyone who crossed her. Sources close to Taylor say she was especially upset about being portrayed as someone's personal weapon. Taylor builds people up, she doesn't tear them down. This isn't her style at all. Apparently, she had no idea that Justin would even be at Blake's penthouse when she visited, a visit that later became central to the lawsuit.
We always tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies.
Messages revealed Blake had told Justin that Taylor's coming over to discuss the script, when Taylor reportedly thought she was just dropping by to catch up with a friend. But the real bombshell? One source even says Taylor caught Blake using her name to mislead other celebs. The most egregious example involved a young actress who was devastated to learn she hadn't actually been personally selected by Taylor for a role in Blake's film. According to multiple sources, Blake had told the actress that Taylor had seen her TikToks and specifically requested her for the part. Spoiler alert, she didn't. When the actress later mentioned this to Taylor at an industry event, Taylor was reportedly mortified and had no idea what she was talking about. The fallout has sent ripples through Hollywood's tight-knit celebrity circles. Several A-listers who previously straddled both camps are now notably absent from Blake's social media, while Taylor's recent likes and comments seem carefully curated to avoid any connection to the drama. As one entertainment lawyer noted, when you bring Taylor Swift into your legal drama, you're not just fighting one battle anymore, you're potentially alienating the most powerful force in entertainment. So what happens now? Well, Justin is suing for $400 million, Blake's facing a huge legal battle, and Taylor Swift might be pulling a full-on quiet quitting on their friendship. And Ryan? He's just out here low-key trolling Justin in ways most people wouldn't even catch. But here's the real question. Is Blake spiraling into Amber Heard 2.0 territory, or will she pull off the ultimate comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything. And don't forget, smash that like button and subscribe, because trust me, this tea is far from over. See y'all in the next video.